scientists. Welcome to our first book called Tooling Around. Crafty creatures and the tools they use. See if you can find any of the information or ideas that we've been talking about in class. Tools help us everywhere on the earth and in the air. Sowing, mowing, baling hay, people use them every day. Now and then you'll see a few animals who use tools too. Among scientists, there's no exact definition of a tool, but many scientists who study animals' tool use define a tool as an object that an animal uses to accomplish a goal. Animals have been observed using tools to achieve objectives such as obtaining food, attracting mates, protecting themselves, or concealing nests. Finches with a cactus spine dig for bugs on which they dine. Remember our finches that we've talked about? What happens to make them have different beak sizes? Woodpecker finches use cactus spines or twigs to dig grubs out of a hole. They've also been observed scraping branches with pieces of tree bark in their search for hidden insects. Hungry chimps have quite a trick catching termites with a stick. Chimpanzees insert sticks, straw, or long blades of grass into termite mounds. The termites cling to the inserted object. Then the chimpanzee pulls the insect out of the mound and enjoys a tasty termite meal. Otters on the ocean swell use a rock to crack a shell. A sea otter gathers a rock from the ocean floor. Back at the surface, the otter places the rock on its chest and smashes a clam, abalone, or other shellfish against it until the shell opens. Then the otter dines on the mollusk found inside. Crows that bend a piece of wire learn to snag what they desire. Betty, a New Caledonian crow living in a laboratory, was observed bending a piece of wire into a hook, then using the hook to retrieve a piece of meat from a tube. Wild New Caledonian crows also make hooks out of forked twigs, which they further bend with their beaks. What do you think he's trying to get out of there? Here's a deer who's quite well dressed, wearing grass to look his best. What do you think he's trying to do? Male red deer smear their antlers with mud or grass to appear bigger and fiercer to other males and more attractive to females. So what's he trying to do when he puts all that stuff on there? Find a mate. This also might be familiar for some of you who have been working on our sexual selection research project. Bowerbirds who want a mate build and paint and decorate. A male bowerbird builds a structure or bower to attract a female. Some types of bowerbirds, like the vocal cop, that's quite a word, shown here, decorate with flowers and acorns. Others, like the satin and regent bowerbirds, coat a piece of bark or twig with charcoal or fruit pulp and paint the walls of the bower. That's pretty impressive. What's he trying to do? That's right, he's trying to find a mate. Flies that want to mate and live bring a gourmet gift to give. A male aphid fly presents a female fly with an insect wrapped in a cocoon. This gift not only entices the female to mate, but also prevents the female from eating the male once mating is complete. That's a pretty good idea. Giving her a gift so that she doesn't eat him. I wonder if the biggest one, the one with the biggest gift, wins. Or maybe it's the tastiest gift. Dolphins choose a cone-shaped sponge, wrap their beak, then fish and lunge. Some bottlenose dolphins wrap their beaks in a marine sponge, either to protect this sensitive part of their body or to help them uncover buried fish on the sandy ocean floor. Octopuses like to hide in a shell where they're safe inside. Vein octopuses have been observed carrying large coconut shells with their tentacles. These octopuses find coconut shells that have been thrown into the ocean by humans. They use the shells as a protective hiding place when they stop to rest in an exposed area. That is pretty genius. It's like the turtle carrying its home, but he's carrying it outside of his body. Elephants of mighty size swing a branch to swat some flies. Elephants strip some leaves from branches. They use stripped branches to swat flies or other insects that bite them. When a baby squirrel's at stake, mom kicks sand to scare a snake. Rock squirrels build their nests in underground burrows. When a rock squirrel sees a rattlesnake, it defends its pups. The squirrel darts forward and kicks sand and rock at the snake's head. Animals must do their best to find a mate or hide a nest. When human birds or beasts need protection or a feast, when there's a task to do, tools will help us see it through. Right. And thank you, scientists, for joining you for that book. How many examples of sexual selection did you see?